Assalamualaikum and hi problem solver. I hope all of you are in good condition. Okay, in this week, we will learn on how to solve linear equations. Let's look at some examples.
Example 1. We are asked to solve for x, that means find x, in the following linear equation. Just to remind you what linear is, it means the power of the unknown, the x or whatever you're solving for, is only to the power of 1. It's not squared, etc. Now, I want you to lay out your working exactly like this for every type of question. I don't want you to skip work and I don't want you to rush, otherwise you'll make small mistakes. 4x subtract 3 is equal to 12. Okay, we're using the balance method here. What we're going to do is we're going to add 3 to both sides of the equation. Write down what you're doing. You're adding 3. That way you would get 4x. This would now be 0 and you would get is equal to 15. 4 lots of x are 15, so to get 1 lot of x you divide by 4. So x is therefore 15 divided by 4. Now there is absolutely no harm whatsoever leaving your answer in fractional terms. In fact, higher GCSE topics and at A-level, it's preferable to leave it like this rather than to round. However, if you wanted to decimalize this, this would then turn out to be x is equal to 3.75. Now one thing to notice, all my equals is are in line down the page, and I finish off with my final answer, which I will underline for the examiner to show them what I did. Now always check your work, okay, so this is the solution, you need to check it. Now 4 times 3.75, if we were to substitute this back in on your calculator, 4 times 3.75 is 15, and 15 take away 3 is equal to 12. I know I've got the right answer, that's my check. So make sure you lay out exactly like this. Okay, next question, solve for x. Now I've put this one in here, as a lot of times when there's a linear equation equal to 0, students suddenly freeze. It's the same idea. Let's use the balance method. Let's subtract 5 off both sides. Therefore I would get 3x is equal to 0 subtract 5, which is negative 5. I've got 3 lots of x is equal to negative 5, so I divide both sides by 3, and I would get that x is equal to negative 5 over 3, okay, which is the same thing as negative 5/3. Now students would like to decimalize that, and they would get, if they did this, and you shouldn't really write this down, they would get negative 1.6 recurring. It's nicer to leave your answer as a fraction like this, as it is accurate. Do not write, whatever you do, negative 1.6 unless you are told to give your answer to a certain number of decimal places. Again, let's check our work. 3 multiplied by negative 5 over 3, or 3 multiplied by negative 5 over 3, that's like 3 over 1 times this. The 3's would cancel and we get negative 5. Negative 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. I know I've done it right.
Okay guys, that's a few examples on how to solve linear equations. But what if our linear equations contains fractions? So let's meet in my next video.